So Addis is my hometown. I grew up here, I went to school here, I finished high school here. I was never going to lose connection with Addis. It was just a matter of how is it going to unfold and what am I going to be doing here. So I think I was actively looking for startups, products, businesses. What are people doing and what are we doing differently?
Hey guys!
Hi! Welcome to the home of Alternative Addis, Qbox, and Print and Frame Ethiopia. My name is Ruth Gabriel, and I'm the founder of Alternative Addis. I think I wanted a different platform for change. And creating Alternative Addis was a way to do that. Having more time to think more creatively about, okay, what can you do with waste? And that sort of led to, okay, there's so many waste bottles and nothing is really being done with them. So it was a bit more of an experimental thing from home at first, thinking, okay, what can be done with that? We want something functional. That's why we led with converting bottles into jars, because they have a functionality and they could meet the needs of a certain market as well. Alternative Addis started off as a personal blog, to be honest, that was not shared with anybody. That kind of just highlighted all these ideas and people and initiatives that did eventually, inspire me. They didn't pinpoint at exactly what Alternative Addis was doing. I think when you start a business, a lot of it is in your head first. And you might have moved a long way in your head, but it came to the point where you have to show it and then work with the feedback that you get. I don't have a background in, engineering or so on, and that's something that's really interesting to just learn as you go. Having to understand what kind of wet belt sander it is you need and what kind of sanding paper and where can you find this and why we're using this silicone ring. So it's things I never thought I'd even think about, but that have such a direct impact on the results of the work that we do. So I think you learn to have a balanced approach to all aspects within a business. I mean, on a personal level, you have to find what works for you, where you find your purpose, where you find the most, fulfillment in the things you're doing and the impact there is. Interestingly, growth for Alternative Addis basically means moving more waste resources up the value chain. You could do so much of that, of moving resources back up the value chain, that it becomes significant to a city, to a municipality, to other businesses. So recycling and more so repurposing and reusing is really not a new concept to Addis, to Ethiopia. You have areas within Addis where it's all about just reselling waste materials or waste or already used materials. That's definitely a culture to build on. It's important for Alternative Addis to keep investing in people and technology. Also to maximize local value creation as much as possible. I think what really matters at Alternative Addis is just the working environment. It's something it's in those moments where you do see, either someone is proud of what they're doing or is almost able to do it better than you, and show you, now I think those are just the moments where I think that's really great, because essentially someone that might have started with you or came along the process will end up, developing the skills, the confidence, the passion to do it better and to feel a sense of fulfillment with it. The most important feedback I've received is to just start somewhere and to start with what you have around you, and to not be afraid of change. You might have a journey and a path laid out for you in your head. I think it's more important that you keep your your main goals in mind always, but the path, it might change. It seemed like a huge mountain to climb over to get to the next step, and where it just mattered to keep going, and to just trust that journey and to trust that path. Yeah.